Comerica Stadium, home to the Arizona State Sun Devils, where Sparky and his gang have been sharpening those pitchforks in anticipation of this one. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Duke Blue Devils, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Sun Devils will kick it off to get us underway. Fair catch, called for and made. First down here for the offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Got it set up on the outside. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon. You're seeing that here early.
From the gun, the running back has it. At the 45 on his way. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
I'll tell you what, you want to quiet this crowd down. You want to do something demoralizing to your opponent. Establish the run game early on offense.
He wants to throw. He wants to take the top off. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
And you just cannot draw up the start of a season any better than that. Opening drive of the first game of the year and quick fire. You're down the field, scoring 6. This offense is explosive.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Hand off from the shotgun. Finds some space and up to get 5 to the 22.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
Love the play call in the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
The sure hands, it's Sanchez. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
It's so nice to be an offense on second down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run and try to get the first down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my disposal.
And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Now on 3rd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. That falls incomplete. They had the screen all set up, and he couldn't hang on to the ball.
Well, 3rd and short, I think the offense was probably expecting blitz. That's why they dialed up the screen, but it did not fool the defense. Great job defending the screen, setting up 4th.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I love early in the game getting my quarterback in ready. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. And the Blue Devils will punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. He'll bring it back. It's high. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Quickly complete. Across the 25 to the 24-yard line before he stopped. Pick up a 5 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. Finds his man. It's Moses. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. The Sun Devils have pushed it inside the 20. They're going to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Arizona State. The AT unit on the field. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive, so someone's going to have to step up and make a play.
Oh, look out, there he goes! And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
How many ways can I get it to my guys who can fly, who are playmakers, and let them make big plays? This is another one you've seen. Catch the football, flip it ahead really quickly, get it to a burner, go in full speed across the formation. He gets the edge, makes the big play.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Going up top on first down. The sweet feet buy a little time. Outside the pocket, lets it go. It's complete. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Looking to move it through the air. Quickly complete. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Duke.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was payment.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of bounce, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Bob.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
He's back to throw on second down. It's complete to the left. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into the game.
Wants to throw on third down. Got his man quickly. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Here comes the option. Strikes the blow. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play.
Well, how's that for being aggressive? Early in the game, 4th down, in your own territory, and you go for it. And then your offense is able to come up with the big play, generate a ton of momentum, and stay on the field. That is impressive.
They'll throw it on first down. Using his legs to buy some time.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his man down the middle. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. They go to the ground. Relying on that running game inside the red zone, he picked up 3 to the 11. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to throw on second down. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Wide receiver shows motion. On 4th down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run here. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. Ready up. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll go to the air. Going for 6. Grab near the sticks. It's high. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Now improvising. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Running back searching for a hole. Still running at the 40. Bulldozes his way through. He's now up to 58 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
Splits the uprights, it's good. And with that, they've taken the lead. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. They'll knock him down, and that will take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Blue Devils will kick it away to start the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game. Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. To the ground to try to move the chains. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, we had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Quarterback will audible. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. He'll pull it down. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack.
Well, that play just took way too long to develop for the offense. You've got a free safety who's not even blitzing, and he gets the sack. That play's not designed for the QB to hold on to the ball that way.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. On the move, he fires. Makes a connection. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
A nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. He'll throw on 3rd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's high. And the Sun Devils are stopped, but not before getting the first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. The Sun Devils have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Let's go. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Arizona State! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half. Well, 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 somebody's been doing their box jumps.
You ain't lying. Getting up in the air. Hey, listen, I'm taking a picture of that, saving it. That might be my screensaver on my phone. That vertical way up in the air.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fair catch called for and made. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple of carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. He's going for a big play downfield. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So they'll get a fresh set of downs thanks to that roughing the passer penalty. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Safe completion on the screen. Still on his feet at the 45. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. The execution on that screen pass is one that will go in a coaching clinic.
Nice execution on the screen. Allow the rush to come upfield. Now I release, get the ball to the running back. I got my playmaker in space. Nice chunk yardage play right there by the offense.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride in stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the right. Can anyone catch him? That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
Pickup of 1. It's down at the 11. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Quick pass on the fly motion. He'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage, and time has expired here in the 3rd.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Duke 24, Arizona State 21.
2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
And the Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Sanchez. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Give to the running back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice his safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. The Sun Devils pick up the first down.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
They'll throw it on 1st down. And the pass is intercepted. Looking for more room. Inside the 30. He's out of bounds at the 6-yard line. Get the ball back and put your offense in business.
Defense is about negative plays, creating negative plays and creating turnovers. What a great job, not only creating the interception, but doing something after it. You see the blocks after the interception, return it almost back to the house, and now you set your offense up with great field position.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys playing with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Yeah, I think my thought process needs to be points are good. Because if I get a field goal here, that's fine. If I take the lead by more than a field goal, they got to go the length of the field. But I also want to run this clock, let it continue to work. But the goal is to get a touchdown. So let's see what this offense dials up next.
And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Blue Devils headed quickly to the line. He'll set up to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. He leaves it with his back. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on 1st down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Stands in and takes the hit. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
What a great job outside working that route. Not only did he get to the sticks to make sure he got the first down, but also was able to get himself out of bounds to stop the clock. You could not do that any better in a 2-minute situation.
Wants to throw on 1st down. He's not afraid to go deep. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. Wants to go up top. Feeling some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they are going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. The aerial assault continues. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play.
And 3rd down for a defensive lineman, trust me, I'm one of them, is money down. Go get me that quarterback. Make the stop. Get him to 4th down. The defensive line, the defense was ready to rock and roll. Nice job.
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down.
Let's go.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Pressure coming. This time they were able to keep him in check and stop him short of that 1st down. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. And the Sun Devils are threatening in the red zone.
325.
Goes to the option. He'll toss it. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
Well, no mystery here. 3rd in California late in the game. Defense knows they're going to throw it, so they're going to have a lot of guys back in zone coverage, and these guys up front are going to be pinning their ears back. Quarterback better have the clock going off in his head.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Throwing right. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And after that incompletion on 3rd and long, because of where they are in the field and because they have a narrow lead, you'd expect this team to just go ahead, kick the field goal, and take the points.
He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Western Michigan is going to walk off the field there inside Waldo Stadium with a much-needed victory. They had this one circled on the calendars for some time, and regardless the score, that W has to feel good. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Timeout called by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Complete downfield. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Got to save every precious second, and the spike stops the clock.
It's second down.
They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Oh, looked upfield too soon and dropped the football, and it'll be third down. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out.
And on that out route, third down, guys, you just want to see a little bit better execution. You want to see more depth on the route. You want to see a little bit more of an accurate throw so he doesn't have to come back and fight for it, so that we can pick up the first down a lot easier. A little bit better by the quarterback and receiver, and as a result, they do get the catch, but it sets up fourth and short.
A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Got it past the marker. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Duke.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Arizona State.
They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. With the ball marked down at the 33, that'll leave them with a 50-yard attempt to try to win this game. Oh, the attempt is no good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game. First play of the first possession of OT. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Offense set on first down. From the gun. Give on the inside. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low, And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that 1st down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those 3rd down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
It's good, and they strike first and take the lead by 3 here in overtime. Down by a field goal and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they've got on 1st down. On the option. Quarterback got some room, headed to the goal line. He's in! A game-winning touchdown in overtime.
Game on the line, and they've got to be the more physical side. Great job getting blocks up front. He was able to skirt his way into the end zone, David, to win this game.
Man, that's why I want the ball 2nd and OT. I know exactly what I need to go get it done. They take it down the field, run it in the end zone, and end the football game.